What's up, team? This is Bill Watkins with First Team Defense, and stay tuned for another episode of Tuesday Tips.
Welcome back, team, to another Tuesday Tips. This week's Tuesday Tips is a big one. We are going to go over what you should look for when purchasing your first firearm. As we get started here, full disclosure, all of these firearms have been checked and cleared prior to shooting the video, so everything's been safety checked. It's all good there. When you're shopping for your first firearm, there's a lot of things to consider. What works for me may not work for you, and we can never tell you exactly what you need to go and buy, but we can be here to guide you on that journey. We will even go with you to purchase your first firearm if you need to. We've done that in the past for some of our ladies, so if anybody's out there and they don't know where to start, please come see us before buying a firearm. That way we can get you one that you're going to use. If you go to the store and buy one, or one suggested to you from somebody else, you may not like it like they do. And then you take it out and you shoot it for the first time, you see how it feels, and you're like, oh, I hate this thing. You're going to put it away somewhere and you're never going to touch the thing again. We want you to have the best experience possible, so please, before you buy a firearm, if you're just getting into this industry, please come see us. We have plenty of options for you to choose from. If we don't have something, we know somebody that does have something for you, I promise. So always try before you buy. Big thing there. As you're going through, another thing to remember, not everybody has the same size hands. Everybody's taller, shorter, skinnier, chunkier fingers, whatever. That's okay. There's a gun out there for you as well. Okay, so one thing you want to learn when you're going to buy a firearm, you do need to know, do you have a wide palm? Do you have a thin palm? That's okay if you do. They have guns that have thinner grips on them, and then also ones that have thicker grips on them, such as this one. So big thing there with that though, if it has a wider grip, it typically means that it is a double stack magazine, as opposed to one with the thinner grip, which would be a single stack magazine. You can see here, this is a double stack magazine, this is a single stack magazine. You can see there is clearly a huge difference between the width of these magazines. This just means that this one here, you see they're almost about the same size in height, but this one here is a 10 round magazine. This one here is only an 8 round magazine. So with the wider grip, you tend to get more rounds being able to be carried. That is something you want to know before you go and buy or try. How many rounds do you want to be able to carry every single day? And can your hands handle that? If you have little tiny hands and you come up here and you try to carry this big gun here that has a double stack magazine, it's going to be big and you're going to have a hard time reaching the trigger and reaching the mag release. Take that into account when you're shopping for your firearm. Another thing is, you can see here, this is a full-size weapon. It's a Glock 17. It's my everyday carry. You can see that with my hands being a little bit bigger and longer, my fingertips actually reach out to where they should. This here being a Glock, it actually has a place here, a little indentation where your finger rests when you have it indexed. So you can see this gun is actually a really good fit for me because I do have longer fingers and bigger hands than most women do. As opposed to the Glock 48, it's a little bit smaller, and you can see my hand actually comes above where that mark is. My finger right here is where the indentation is for your index finger, and as you can see, there's a lot of room there for it. Can I still shoot this weapon? Absolutely, I can still shoot this weapon. Is it comfortable for me, though? Not as comfortable as what the full-size weapon is that I carry every single day. Again, that's where it comes back to what works for me may not work for you because everybody's different. Okay, another thing to take into account is these grips. Okay, these grips, some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. This one's a shorter because this is only an 8 round magazine. And as you can see, this one actually, my finger down here, my pinky finger actually hangs out just a little bit below the end of that grip. Okay, when you put the magazine in it doesn't make that big of a difference for me personally, but it could with somebody who has bigger hands than I have. As to where this one here, you can see there is no overhang. This one's almost a perfect fit. There's just a little bit extra grip down here, which that's, again, fine. It does not deter me when I'm shooting on or getting on target or anything like that. Some weapons, such as this one, this is the Smith & Wesson. This is actually a single stack magazine. But with Smith & Wesson, one thing you need to know, their grips tend to be a little bit wider. It's just the way they're made. That's the way Smith & Wesson does it. Can I still shoot this weapon? Yes, I can, because my hands can compensate. You can see that this one here, this Smith & Wesson, and my Glock 48, same width and everything, almost the same length as well. But my hands actually fit this one. Here's the indentation they have here. It actually is almost perfect for my index finger when it's indexed, okay? That's just the difference between this and having a little bit wider grip, and it gives that extra extension that I needed on it. Is any of that stuff gonna stop you from being able to shoot these weapons? No. But is it gonna make a difference on how comfortable you are with that weapon? Absolutely. And sometimes when it comes down to it, you feeling comfortable with your weapon is the most important part of any of this. So if you are not 100% comfortable with it in the store and after you've shot it, then you're not going to use it. Like I said, you're going to put it away, you're never going to carry it, and then what's the point? You've just spent a bunch of money for no reason whatsoever. So again, make sure you try before you buy. We cannot stress that enough. Go out and try. Shoot a few magazines through each one of these, because you may think at first, oh, I like this gun. You start shooting it 10, 15 times, oh, I really don't care about that. How do I know this? I've done that. I went and bought a gun, thought that I liked it because I shot it the one time and it felt great. Then I actually started using it and trying to train with it every day. It wasn't what I wanted, and then I just spent a bunch of money on a weapon that I'm going to have to either turn around and get rid of or put away and never shoot, okay? So make sure that you try before you buy. If you ever have any questions, you want to see any of our stuff, again, get a hold of us, reach out. We will make a range day of it. We can go out. You can shoot our stuff as much as you want. We love doing that anyways, so get a hold of us. Till next time, be safe, be vigilant, and always watch your six.